Welcome to HOIA, healthy, organic, inspired Asian food and cooking. I'm Diane Yang Kirk, and today we are making an easy vegan cabbage, kale, carrot, kimchi. Kimchi has been a staple in Korean diets for centuries, and it's really important to talk about when considering healthy Asian foods because of its incredible health benefits. Not to mention that it's absolutely delicious and amazing. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you want to be notified as to when the newest healthy, organic, inspired Asian videos are uploaded, make sure you hit that bell. And if you're a HOIA super fan and you want to support my page, go ahead and click on my Patreon link in the comment section below so that I may be able to bring you more fun, informative, exciting recipes and videos. There is so much about kimchi to talk about, so let's get started. There are hundreds of kinds of kimchi, and my version today is made with cabbage and the added nutrition of kale. It's much like what you may have tried at a Korean restaurant or an Asian supermarket, but it's definitely worth making at home because I must warn you, convenience doesn't always mean quality. A lot of store-bought kimchi has artificial flavoring like MSG, harmful additives, toxic fillers, and has gone through excessive processing, which destroys a lot of the probiotics and all of the benefits of fermented food, which should be in kimchi. We're gonna start our kimchi making process by assaulting our cabbage. HOIA! Yeah. Yeah. I'm slicing my cabbage in half and then again into quarters. And I'm just gonna take out the stem part right here very, very quickly. These are ninja knife skills, but you can do it too. From the center of each quartered cabbage, I'm just going to slice from the middle of where the leaf is down to where the stem is. And then I'm just gonna cut some bite-sized pieces like that. And I have a large bowl with some water in it, and I'm going to salt my cabbage, but I'm just going to add some of salt to the water first and then throw my cabbage in there. This is about 1.5 pounds of Napa cabbage, and sprinkle your cabbage with salt. I know it seems like a lot of salt to use 1/2 cup, but we're gonna be washing it off later. When choosing a salt, try to use one without iodine because the iodine could hinder the fermentation process. I like using sea salt. You can also use kosher salt. We're going to mix and massage the cabbage with the salt. And the salt is gonna draw a lot of the liquid out of the cabbage. And the water on the bottom of the pot just helps to kind of distribute the salt a little quicker. And once you feel like you've given the cabbage enough of a massage and everything is mixed, you can let it sit for a ½ hour. And then another ½ hour later, give it a turn and do that 4 times. You're going to salt your cabbage for 2 hours. And then we repeat the process with our kale. Take the kale leaves off of the stem and break them up into smaller bite-sized pieces. This is 2 bunches of kale. Salting my kale and massaging. I think Reese might end up jealous of my kale.
Yeah, I want massage.
Me too. Let the kale sit for the same time as the cabbage and it will wilt down. The salt draws out a lot of the water in the cabbage and it's going to wilt a little bit, and you know that it's ready when it's kind of flexible, a little bendy. And now it's time to rinse the salt off the cabbage and kale. And just like washing your hair, you're gonna wanna rinse and repeat 3 to 5 times. Allow your cabbage and kale to sit in a colander for about 5 or 10 minutes so that all the excess water drips out. And then combine it together. Just to make sure it's not too salty, I'm gonna taste both my cabbage and my kale right now. Kind of tastes like a pickle. This is a Korean radish. After we peel it, we're going to cut some matchsticks. For safety, when using a peeler, always peel away from your hand. You can either slice thin rounds with your knife, or you can use a mandolin. If you're gonna use a mandolin, depending on the size of your radish, you might wanna cut it in half, like I did. And then we're going to cut matchsticks. Be super careful with your sharp knife. We want about 2 cups of Korean radish. I have 5 stalks of green onion. Gonna take off the ends and halve the white parts and cut them into 1-inch pieces. Into the bowl. And 1 cup of shredded carrot. If you want to cut your own, you can totally do that. I like a shortcut. Kimchi is usually made with fish sauce, salted shrimp, shrimp paste, or even salted squid. We are making an umami broth to replace the seafood with the flavor of the sea. Vegan or not, this is so delicious and you can barely tell. In a small pot, I have a 1/2 cup of water boiling. To the boiling water, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of dried hijiki seaweed. Also about 2 ounces of sliced dried shiitake mushrooms. About 5, 6, 7 pieces. Also 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Let the ingredients simmer on low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes so that all the ingredients and flavors infuse. Turn the flame off and then add 2 teaspoons of miso. Break up the miso with a spoon and then add another 1/2 cup of cold water. Umami. Now on to the kimchi paste. We're gonna take our umami broth, which is slightly cooled, and put it into a blender.
Put in a bloody blender!
You scared the out of me. 1/2 an onion, 1 small apple, a small nub of ginger, flying ginger, 5 cloves of garlic. We're gonna start the full stack. Then we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of cooked white rice. It's sticky. And that's why we want it in the kimchi paste. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of agave, a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and last, gochugaru, Korean red pepper powder. This is a 1/2 cup, which is about medium spicy. If you want it more spicy, of course you can add more, and less, less. Simple. And then we're gonna blend again. Make sure you blend all the ingredients until it's nice and smooth. We're gonna mix the kimchi paste with the radish, the green onion, and carrot, and all that good stuff. Mix it up. And then all this combining with our kale and cabbage. I'm actually using some of the cabbage and kale to get out some of the remainder kimchi paste. We don't want to waste any of that goodness. And now we mix. You have 2 options. You can either put on gloves or you can just use a long spoon. Make sure you use gloves if you're gonna go in with your hands because otherwise you'll get some burny hands. They are red peppers. If it doesn't seem like you have enough kimchi paste, don't worry, because the cabbage and kale is going to continue to sweat. There's gonna be some liquid at the bottom of the bowl. And now we pack our kimchi mix into mason jars so it can ferment. Kimchi is low calorie, high fiber, and nutrient packed. It's got a wide variety of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants like vitamin A, B1, B2, C, iron, calcium, selenium. It promotes digestion, weight loss, and overall gut health with the fiber and probiotics. Don't fill it all the way to the top because the fermenting process will create a little bit of CO2 and it might expand. Wipe the top and cover it with a lid. Kimchi has even been found to regulate cholesterol, boost your immunity, and have anti-aging and anti-cancer properties. I don't know about you, but I'm sold. I'm eating a ton of kimchi. To ferment your kimchi, leave your jars out for 3 days in room temperature. After that, you can put it in your refrigerator. If you want more sour kimchi, you can leave it out for up to 7 days. Before, after. While your kimchi is fermenting, you can open up the jars to give it a stir and to release some of the gas, essentially burping the jars. You can also taste your kimchi to see if you like the sourness of it. If you want it more sour, just let it ferment longer. Store your kimchi in the refrigerator to stop the process of fermenting. And when it's done fermenting, you can add it to your favorite Korean dishes, such as bibimbap or a vegan pachang. If you want, you can check out my recipes here. And there you have it, a healthy and delicious, easy vegan cabbage, kale, and carrot kimchi. Though it takes just a little TLC to make kimchi at home, in my opinion, the process is actually really easy. The hardest part is really just the wait. HOIA! Oh, really? Reese is giving me Japanese photo taking lessons. HOIA!
You got it?
Reese wants me to say kale, cabbage, carrot,
Kimchi.
kimchi. Carrot is in a lot of kimchi, but...
Yeah, but it's fun to say. Adds a little bit of character to it.
You got it. I had to do a caricature of myself. Cabbage, kale, carrot, kimchi. Cabbage, kale, carrot. Cabbage, kale, carrot. Man, oh man.
You're doing good.
Hopefully we can get past the first line. It shouldn't be any saltier than a pillow. Pillow.
That makes sense.
You're gonna just like how about that? If you enjoyed this episode of HOIA Food and Cooking, please like this video and share it with your friends. New videos will be going up each week on my channel, so please subscribe to see the latest delicious, healthy, organic, inspired Asian food recipes. I'd love to hear from you, so please comment below and tell me what you loved about this video, and also what dishes you'd like to see me prepare in the future. HOIA!
Hard out and put it through a bloody blender.